YouTube, listen, I've been consistent for over 10 years on YouTube. Listen, consistency is key. With YouTube, I basically made making videos a part of my life. It's a part of my everyday life, making videos, you know what I mean? Sometimes I can get wrapped up into doing too much, you know what I mean? You gotta separate the two. But consistency is about doing something so much, like brushing my hair. Brushing is a part of my lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? It's what I do, it's what I get up. It's just like brushing your teeth, going to work, or it's like anything that you gotta be consistent with, you know what I mean? You gotta stay with it. And that's what I've been doing on YouTube for 10 years straight. That's a long time.
Where you get your beats? HustleDreamProduction. Where you get your beats?
Alright YouTube, so when it comes to cutting off dreads, you gotta get right into it. There is no picking the hair out, there is no combing the hair down, there is no being neat. Take your shears and just go in, cut off all the little dreads that's on top, and basically pick the hair out, then cut it down to the length your client wants. Now that I have the dreads cut off, I'm just gonna pick everything else out. So my client said basically just cut it down to wavelength. So I got my 1.5 guard with the lever fully open, which is a 2 guard. All right, it's ended up being a 2 regardless. So I'm just gonna go with the grain, basically taking off all the hair. And yes, I am gonna wash my client's hair after I take all this down. So again, I did wash my client's hair. Now that the hair is nice and clean, we can start on the taper. I'm gonna use my Babyliss FX trimmers to set in my bald line. My client really didn't care about what taper that he wanted, so I recommended a high taper, you know what I'm saying? Something that actually looks good when, you know, you're cutting off your dreads. You want to actually be able to tell that you have a nice haircut and a great blend. So I chose the high taper, all right? Plus, I just love the high taper look. So I'm going in and I'm basically making this bald line in a rainbow-like shape. So after that, I'm gonna use my Stylecraft instincts with the lever fully open and go up about a ½ inch. I'm gonna go over that guideline multiple times to ensure that it's at that length. Now, I need you guys to pay attention. I'm using my corners when I'm setting in that guideline. I'm going in different directions to make sure everything's at that length. Now going in with my one guard with the lever open, same exact thing. I'm using my corners, using the full blade as well in those areas where I can, brushing down the hair, making sure I go over that guideline to make sure everything is at that level. Now putting on the two guard, I'm just gonna clear out the bulk that's on the top, all right? I'm not gonna clear it out fully, but I am gonna lighten up that area so the transitions can be smooth. But sometimes taking off that bulk at the top can be a little detrimental to your blend. Sometimes you need that bulk at the top to basically tell you what you're fading into, all right? It's not until you're finished with the blend, sometimes that will tell you if you need to take off that bulk. So don't be so quick to take out that bulk sometimes. Next, I'm gonna drop back down, taking baby steps, kind of clearing that area between the 1 and the 2 with my one guard open. Again, taking baby steps, I'm just gonna close the lever on that one guard and soften up that middle line. Now, this is not gonna take out the line at all. This is just making it easier for you to come behind it with the next step. Next step, by putting on the zero guard with the lever fully closed, in a flick out motion, flick out that middle line. Now keep in mind, I'm using my corners the entire time. I'm not using that full blade, even though it looks like it. I'm just working step by step, all right? I'm not taking that full blade because I don't want to focus on what's on that other side of that blade. Now with the lever closed and a flick out motion, using your corners at all times, flick out that bottom line. Now keep in mind that if you need to go up in any way, adjust your lever as you go up. And lastly, what you want to do is detail work. I see some bulk at the top that I could fix. By not taking it out right away, it's visible for me to just go in there and hit those areas where it could be a lot cleaner. So what I do is I like to refer to the mirror. The mirror shows me a different perspective on the blend than just seeing it head on, all right? So make sure you rest your eyes or just do what you gotta do, because sometimes looking at that blend can kind of camouflage your eyes to make it seem like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but that's just how I feel, man. I gotta rest my eyes. I gotta give my eyes a different perspective. Now, as far as the back goes, it's the same exact step. I use my bald line, using my Babyliss FX trimmers. Then I go in with the Stylecraft Instincts with the lever open. Then I'll jump right with the one guard open. Then I'm gonna clear out the bulk at the top with the two guard. Then I'm gonna work right back down with the one guard, clear out that area between the 1 and the 2, soften up the middle line with the one guard closed. Then with the zero guard with the lever closed, taking out that middle line. Then with the lever closed, taking out that bottom line. And lastly, detailing my work. call me 360. When they sit in my chair, I spin them in a full 360, and they come out looking like
God did.
YouTube, this is the cut. And if you like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Also, HustleDreamProduction, that's my brother, he does all my beats. His YouTube channel will be linked in the description below. Make sure you go give him a follow. Also, if you want to know where you can find any tools that you've seen in this video, links will be in the description below. Otherwise, you guys can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. My TikTok is official 360 Jeezy and my Instagram is 360 Jeezy. But it's your boy 360 Jeezy, and I'm out of here.